The Constitutional Court is today expected to hand down judgment on whether the decision to deny Chris Hani's killer Janusz Walus parole was irrational. In March of 2020, Justice Minister Ronald Lamola denied Walus parole and said that Hani's political assassination was carried out with the intention to sow chaos in South Africa. The 69-year-old is serving a life sentence for killing the leader of the South African Communist Party outside his home in Boksburg in 1993. Well, Walus has so far spent close to 30 years behind bars. Let's get you a live update now from the Constitutional Court. Our reporter Pelane Phakgadi joins us now this lunchtime. Pelane, proceedings yet to get underway, but this is a case that even when it's mentioned, stirs up a great deal of emotion.
Well, typically I can tell you that, I'm a bit struggling to hear you a bit, but I can tell you that here at the Constitutional Court, really, what Janusz Walus is asking is that there be a constitutional debate and a ruling about his parole conditions. You remember that that decision was upheld by the Supreme Court of Appeals, which said that the Justice Minister Ronald Lamola had every right just to ensure that they continue having Janusz Walus incarcerated. So at this given moment, the Chris Hani assassinator back in 1993 feels that it will be very much, unpleasant as well as inhumane for him to continue to be incarcerated so many years after he had done the deed, and he also feels that he has, corrected himself over the years. So now let me bring in, of course, the Young Communist League National Secretary, and that is Kontini, just to give us an indication. Janusz, of course, has been arguing all this time around, saying that it's inhumane for him to be incarcerated for so long. Today, the Apex Court will make the decision. And do you perhaps have any consideration that what is it that you're actually looking for from the court in itself here today?
No, greetings to you and all the viewers. I think one thing that should be clear is that we wouldn't wish to premeditate, obviously, what will be the outcome, but I think we remain consistent in our standing that the fellow is unrepentant, and we need to note that actually this matter happened even before, as a country we could adopt the constitution that is guiding us now. So surely his arrest wouldn't fall within the category of saying a life sentence probably is 25 years. And that's why we've always said the man has not told the truth. Who sent him to pull the trigger? And obviously the YCL will continue to obviously support the decision of the minister, because I think the Minister of Justice and Correctional Service, surely the Hani family has not found justice to their husband, to their father. Surely as the Communist Party or communist within the country, we have not found justice. The whole people of South Africa have not found justice. Instead, I think this should even now push our government, just like how we've seen the Ahmed Timol's family finding justice in terms of the inquest that was conducted. YCL has always been very clear that we need an inquest, and it's high time that our president institute an inquest into the killing of Comrade Chris Hani. But as to Walus, he must remain in jail. He needs to rot there and pay for the sins until he's ready even to tell the whole truth. I mean, it was very hit on the face to the family when we're busy in Bloemfontein within the SCA, where you could see even the Polish people ready to welcome a murderer, welcoming him and wanting to give him an hero's welcome. And I hope that even if he could be released, the South African government should be able not to think of deporting him. He must still be here in the country and remain here.
What are some of those one or two critical pointers that you have raised in your affidavit as the SACP? You serve in the CEC of the SACP, as the SACP contesting the release of Janusz Walus.
Look, the main key issue is that he is not repentant, and he continues to show that he is proud of what he did. The act to him is not of shame. He continues to firm. Actually, I think that if he can get an opportunity to look at any other communist, he can repeat probably the same act, because throughout all his arguments and his representative, there is no sign of showing remorse, of a repentant person. And I think when we are taken to the correctional services, that's why we say correctional services, we expect that they should will be some ways to correct you. But it's very clear that there's not been such from Janusz Walus to show any signs of this. So the argument earlier was mostly around is his ill health and what, but he's not willing to really come out clear, because we've seen the country is no longer safe. We see continued political matters that are taking place, and always these people go scot-free while we continue to lose good people.
Ndin is the National Secretary of the Young Communist League there, saying that Janusz Walus has not repented. As a matter of fact, he believes, as the YCL rather, that he should continue being incarcerated. And the hope here is that the Constitutional Court should uphold the decision by the Supreme Court of Appeals, that the decision by the Minister Ronald Lamola was indeed correct, that he must remain behind bars.
Pelane, Phakgadi, live for us, the Constitutional Court. Thank you.